Let's now talk about plastics. Plastic is produced from fossil oil. As a curiosity, about 4% of the petroleum consumed worldwide each year is used to make plastic, and another 4% is used to power plastic manufacturing processes. Plastic is used for many different products, many of which have very short lifetimes and thus constitute a major fraction of waste. In plastic production, fossil oil is distilled to fractions containing a mixture of hydrocarbon chains. These are cracked into repeating molecular units called monomers. The monomers are synthesized into polymers forming the base material, for example, granulate or powder. Based on their chemical difference, we distinguish different types of plastics, which are shown here with their names according to the Plastic Industry Trade Association. Plastic recycling presents two problems. On the first hand, it contains plenty of foreign items and contaminants, such as organic waste. On the second hand, different plastic types are often mixed together. When mixed plastics are recycled together, the material loses its cardinal feature, which is great strength and flexibility at small dimensions. In any case, plastic recovery can be divided into two overall classes: energy recovery and material recovery. Energy can be recovered in the form of heat and electricity. Material recovery can be done in two different ways: either chemical recycling, also called feedstock recycling, and mechanical recycling. Chemical recycling breaks down the plastic into its monomers, and then these monomers are used in refineries to produce new plastics. Whereas in mechanical recycling, we distinguish the following steps. The first step is sorting. These operators in Bangkok are sorting different plastic colors and types. Then, sometimes material needs to be prepared for transportation, and that requires compacting. This can be done with a truck, as shown in this movie from the Philippines. Once the material arrives to the installation, it needs to be washed in order to remove organic waste remains and impurities. The washed plastics are later dried. Once they're dried, the plastic is cut into chips. The chips are then ready for extrusion. When mixed colored chips of plastic are extruded, we obtain a black plastic, as shown in the movie. This finalized plastic is then ready to be palletized. Some global facts. The plastic global production in 2014 was of 300 million tons. 40% by weight of world production takes place in Asia. China on its own produces 25% of the world production. North America and Europe cover each 20%. The annual volume of globally traded waste plastics is around 15 million tons, less than 5% of the new plastic production. This shows that recycling of post-consumer plastic waste is still in its infancy. Is it better to burn plastics or to recycle plastics? Depending on the plastic type, the production of plastic containing 1 unit of energy as materials can take approximately 1.8 units of energy to produce. Therefore, the environmental benefits of incineration of plastic in global terms should be questioned. Here again we have one table comparing the environmental impacts of producing 1 ton of high-density polyethylene granulates, both from virgin materials and from recycled materials. Except for solid residues, which are increased considerably, the production using recycled materials reduces all the other environmental parameters measured here in very big amounts. This concludes that recycling plastics has in general more environmental benefits than non-recycling plastic.